Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we're just 6 days away from our next PLE of the year, Summer Smackdown. Tonight, our superstars will have one final opportunity to prove why they should be the ones challenging for the belt on Sunday, and some of our champions have decided to compete in a tune-up match. Get ready for a night of high-intensity action and drama, because this is Jayromoda. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first. Coming off of a disappointing loss last week. Looking for a bit of redemption before Sunday. It is the Ice Queen, Mitsuru Kirijo. And her opponent, it is the ultimate swimmer, Asahina. Here we go, both women ready. Referee rings the bell and they meet in the middle. With Mitsuru immediately beginning with a pullback knee to the gut. And pulling on the arm. Mitsuru with a neck breaker. And immediately high on the offense. Stomp to the upper arm. No idea what I meant by high on the offense. Just sounded cool in my head, and then I said out loud, I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Cloverleaf backstretch, and Mitsuru seems to have Hina's number early on here. Forcing her back up to her feet, and the trip. Heel hook. And Hina immediately fighting out. They're going to get some offense in, throwing Mitsuru into the referee. And walking her over to the northeastern corner. Huge knife edge chops across the chest. Setting Mitsuru up in the Tree of Woe. And a single foot sends her back down. Frog splash. And the pin. There's one. Mitsuru kicks out. And now Hina's fully on the offensive, looking for a frog splash, but Mitsuru getting her knees up. Satellite DDT. And a neck breaker. Mitsuru up top, looking for the elbow drop, managing to change course midair. And there's one. Hina kicks out. And Hina with a stunner reversal. Looking for the springboard, but Mitsuru saying no thank you. And the feint moonsault. It's been a while since we've seen that. There's two. Hina kicks out. Now small package over the shoulder suplex. And the figure 4 leg lock. Applying torque, putting it into the figure 8. And immediately releasing the hold. Hina with an Irish whip. With the reversal, sending Mitsuru out onto the apron, but Mitsuru getting the reversal. Hina again sending Mitsuru for a run. And a Superman punch. Here's the pin, there's one, there's two, and Kirijo kicks out. I'm surprised Mitsuru stayed down for a 2. There's a running elbow and the pin. There's 1, 2. No 3. Mitsuru just pulling on the arm. Trying to get Hina back up to her feet, but Hina with the reversal. And a cyclone kick, Mitsuru rolling out of the way. Full Nelson suplex. And a spinning arm breaker, and I don't know if I'm correct or not, I'm just saying words. Hina the reversal. Tackling Mitsuru down to the ground. Some strong strikes. And a face buster. Mitsuru back up to her feet. And Hina with a Pele kick. Going for the pin, might have caught Kirijo by surprise. There's 2. Kirijo kicks out. And a strong right cross sends her back down. Hina to the top rope. Spiral tap. And a frog splash. And now springboard DDT, Mitsuru rolling out of the way of the kick, but being hit by a crossbody, but stepping out of the way of that one. And I'm starting to wonder if Mitsuru is underestimating Hina. If she's just kind of coasting and allowing Hina back into this match, or I don't know if she's just hitting a cold streak or what. And now Mitsuru again with the figure 4. Into the figure 8. Probably going to release it because this game is a coward. And yeah. Immediately releasing the hold because of that goddamn glitch. Mitsuru up top. And a leg drop. Into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Here is your winner, Mills Kirijo.
It took a while. It certainly did take a while, but Mitsuru redeeming herself from last week just in time before what is scheduled to be a triple threat match on Sunday. Against whom? Well, I'm sure you know one person. I think you can guess the other. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is Leon Kuwata.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 148 pounds, the rock star Leon Kuwata.
And his opponent, it is your Mr. Money in the Bank, Shinjiro Aragaki. And here go referee rings the bell. They run towards each other with Leon immediately hitting Shinjiro with a crossbody, but both of these men starting off already at 100. Shinjiro with a reversal. And just hitting Leon with a bull rush. Forcing Leon up in a bear hug submission. And Leon elbows out. And a rolling flip. Stomp to the chest. And Leon lining up the 5. Knuckle shuffle. Shinjiro to the outside. And climbing back in. And Leon jumping behind Shinjiro. walking him to the corner. And a kick to the calf. Leon with a spike DDT now. And an arm breaker. And lining up yet another 5-knuckle shuffle, but Shinjiro done playing around with a bop. But Leon continuing the offense. Belly-to-belly suplex. And I forgot to mention, but this is a falls count anywhere. Leon going for the pin. Shinjiro kicks out before the referee could even get outside the ring. Another pin attempt. There's one, there's two, and Shinjiro gets his shoulder up. And Leon already lining up a finisher. Full Nelson facebuster. And the pin, there's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, the Rockstar,
It seems like Shinjiro had an answer for pretty much everything that Leon did, but Leon had an answer for every one of Shinjiro's answers. Looking good for Sunday, if he is the one competing. And for a men's Universal Universal Division match, introducing first, it is the leader of Torna, Jin.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Acolytes from Pangea, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jin!
And Jin, like, rarely entering the ring, but when he does, we're in good for, we're always in for a good one. Especially tonight. Tonight really should be no exception. And his opponent.
And his opponent from Romania, weighing in at 187 pounds, Assassin AK-47.
It is Agent 47. And yeah, that's why I said that tonight really should be a good match between these two, because these two have beef. They have they have history. I think it's one-sided beef. I'm actually not entirely sure. But yeah, if you remember back, all the way back to Backlash, when 47 was still champion, Jin making his debut and coming home champion that night. Yeah, I'm sure that's something. I'm sure that's not something that 47 has forgotten. Here go both men ready. 47 immediately running towards Jin, who just steps out of the way. Nice counterattack into a single shoulder suplex. And yeah, this is what I was saying. I'm pretty sure 47 hasn't forgotten, considering that opening. I think I was right. Clothesline to the back of the neck. And Jin with the reversal into an elbow drop. And, you know, considering how 47, he's normally very stoic, very patient. Well, I think he's in his Hitman Absolution phase right now. Or at least in a Hitman Absolution phase. Jin forcing 47 back up to his feet. Irish whip. And a flapjack. And Jin with the ground and pound. Forcing 47 back up to his feet. And walking him to the northwestern corner, busting him open. And now the corner trapped uppercuts. Just tossing him to the side using his bald head. There's one. 47 kicks out. Jin picking 47 up, tossing him to the side. And Jin forcing 47 back up to his feet. The combo. And not allowing 47 to have any breathing room. Corner spear, but 47 pushing that aside. Following Jin to the outside. Jin punishing that mistake. And now 47 picking up Jin. Barrel roll suplex. Now tossing Jin back inside. There's one, there's two. 47 kicks out. And Jin with the ground and pound. Stomps to the hand. And Jin looking for the suplex for 47, the reversal into the neck breaker. And Jin the elbow getting out. Over the shoulders. And bouncing 47 off the ropes. 47 with the elbows. Tossing Jin for an Irish whip no into a clothesline. Jin with the back elbow. Springboard double leg drop kick. And now lining up the stomp. Here's the pin. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, Jin!
And Jin putting 47 in his place. And that place, firmly beneath his left boot. Or right boot, whichever one he used. I think it was actually his right foot. Either way, underneath his foot. And for our first tag team match of the evening, introducing first, it is Pyra and Mithra making their way to the ring with Rex. They are the Double Edge Blades. And their opponents.
And their opponents, Damage Control.
It is Devila and Popola, the Gestalt Sisters. And here we go, Pyra and Devil the first in the ring. Referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle, with Devil immediately with a jumping facebuster against Pyra. Now the stomps down, picking up Pyra by the throat and bashing her head first into the canvas. Now Popola is tagged in. Popola sending Pyra into the corner. Devila with a punch to the back of the head. Now Pyra with a jumping arm breaker going after Devila, but Devila punching her away. Popola with a hair drag, sending Pyra down. Now just pulling on the arms. Forcing Pyra back up to her feet, tossing her into the corner. And tagging Devila back in. Double team attack. Pyra back up to her feet, but not before Devila could attack. And now headlock. Just putting torque on the spine. And Devila going for a quick pin. Pyra kicks out at 0. And a toss into the corner. Turning Pyra around head first into the turnbuckle. And Devil is sending Pyra into the corner, into the northeastern corner. The Pyra with the reversal. Can she get some offense in this match? Well, there's a top rope arm drag. And looking for the suplex, but Devila reversing that. Irish Whip tossing her into the corner. Into the Gestalt Sisters corner. And Devila kicking Pyra away from the corner, forcing her back up to her feet. And back into the corner. Popola's back in. And another tag team attack. Pyra finally getting the tag out. Mithra's in. And Popola immediately with the offensive against Mithra. Sending him to the corner, right hand or left hand, but Mithra elbowing out. Springboard double foot Pele kick. And Mithra with a neckbreaker suplex stomps down upon Devila, or excuse me, upon Popola. And Pyra's back in and immediately back down to the canvas. Going for the pin, and again Pyra kicks out at 0. Devila's back in. And now Pyra back on the offensive. There's a headlock that Devila immediately gets out of. And a face buster. Pyra with the Dragon Screw, and with a hot shot getting getting Popola off the apron, and reversing the signature. The tides might be changing. Single shoulder suplex. And Pyra with an armbar that Popola will have to break up. Pyra forcing Devila back up to her feet. Into the corner. And finally, we have a chain attack. Mithra going for the springboard crossbody, but Devila tagging out right underneath her. But Mithra saying, whatever, I'll just send Popola into the corner. Popola with an open palm slap. Knee to the chest. Axe kick. And the Irish whip. Mithra slowly crawling to the corner. Popola preventing that. And the low altitude big boot going for the pin. Pyra breaks it up. And now Popola heading up top, getting Mithra to get back up to her feet. And a hammer punch, missing. Mithra with an elbow to the spine. But Popola fights out. Running big boot. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Mithra forces her way out. And Popola sending Mithra into the corner, elbow. And Mithra still with the strength to fight out. Still with the wherewithal to fight out. And taking in Pyra. And Pyra once again immediately sent down to the canvas. Springboard, reverse DDT. Tossing Popola into the corner and setting up yet another chain attack. And now Mithra setting up the Boston Crab that Popola immediately gets out of. But I think that was just to get inside Popola's head as Mithra sends her into the corner. Top rope Hurricane Rana. And Popola tags out. And now Mithra. Immediately with the backpack facebuster. Sending Devila down to the ground. Or excuse me, sending Popola down. And I don't think you should be focusing against Popola. I think you should be focusing against her sister. Well, a chain attack might do that. Devila to the outside. Popola still unconscious inside the ring. Like, I know they're identical twins, but whatever. Corkscrew elbow. And then Devil's dress is going crazy. Pyra with an elbow drop. Finally, Popola's to the outside. And Pyra fights her way out. Springboard. Reverse DDT again. Not going for the pin instead, heading up top. Turning around. 540 corkscrew, moonsault splash, going for the pin. Popola breaks it up. And that's good for the double-edged blades. But not when Devila reverses like that. But Pyra with the reversal. Single shoulder suplex. And a snap suplex. Or snap reverse DDT. No, that was a suplex. A toss into the corner. And this could all end here. The chain attack. But no, Mithra decides not to go for the pin. Instead, going for the Pele kick and then the pin. Okay, cool. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Hey, if it works, it works.
Here are your winners, the Shield.
And I legitimately cannot tell if that was a comeback from the double-edged blades or a complete choke job from the sisters, but either way, Pyra and Mithra are your champion, or not your champions, are your winners. And could be next in line to fight for the championship belt. Could be. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is the Dark Lord of Destruction,
Making his way to the ring,
Gundham
your
Tanaka.
weighing in at 163 pounds, the Demon, Goodmanson Tanaka.
And his opponent, it is the Ultimate Robot, K1B0, Kibo.
And his opponent from Japan, weighing in at 196 pounds, J1B0.
And here go Referee rings the bell. Gundham immediately running towards Kibo and hits him with the crossbody. Turning Kibo around. Neck breaker. And now just pulling on the neck of Kibo. Looking for the neck snap. Not quite getting it. Over the shoulder facebuster. Gundham up top, looking for the elbow drop, and connects right to the small of the back. Gundham with the stomps, forcing Kibo up by the wrists. And a knee to the bridge of the nose. Kibo to the outside. Gundham with a crossbody. Looking for the double leg dropkick, but Kibo rolling out of the way. Springboard. 12-6 crossbody, looking for the knife edge chop. Gundham getting out of the way. And a clothesline. And the pin. There's one, there's two. Kibo kicks out. Kibo rolling to his feet. Hitting the elbows, ducking underneath. Pele kick. And the RKO out of nowhere. And Kibo lining up. Well, looking for the grab, but Gundham just stepping out of the way. So Kibo, over the shoulders, revolute knee strike. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Gundham kicks out. Kibo springboard from the heavens. Moonsault, or shooting star press. Gundham to the outside, Kibo to the top rope. And looking for the crossbody, but Gundham with the catch and the scoop slam. Gundham with a knee to the back of Kibo's neck. And just tossing him from one side of the ring to the other. There's an elbow drop along the outside. And walking Kibo, tossing him back inside the ring. Referee giving them plenty of time. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Kibo kicks out. Gundham forcing him back up to his feet. Irish whip, double foot, drop kick. And Gundham in the corner. Lining up. The demon kick, but Kibo getting his hands up. Over the shoulders, bouncing Gundham off the top rope. And Gundham fighting his way out. There's a neck breaker. And thank you, Gundham, very cool. There's the pin, there's one, there's two. Kibo kicks out. Wow, what a surprise. Punching the air won't do any damage. And now Kibo with a rolling flip. There's one, there's two. Nearly catching Gundham by surprise, nearly getting the pin. And now lining up the interceptor. There's one, there's two, and Gundham kicks out. Gundham with the right hands. And the stomp for good measure. Wrist clutch, knee strike. And the corner choke, referee having to break it up from a distance. And now Gundham just spitting in Kibo's eyes. And a punt for good measure. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, the Demon, Tanaka.
Gundham having to play a little dirty to get it done. But as the old saying goes, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't a heel. And for our second tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, they are your former tag team champions. It is Skull and Joker, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 315 pounds, the Heart Foundation.
And their opponents, they are your current men's tag team champions,
Their opponents at a combined weight
Torna.
of 355 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact, the tag team world champions, the Acolytes.
Here we go, Ryuji and Akos the first in the ring. Refereeing the bell, they meet in the middle. With Akos immediately tossing Ryuji into the northeastern corner. There's an elbow. And back inside the ring, Ryuji sending Akos into the corner. Setting him up for a facebuster. And Ryuji tagging in Joker, going for a very early baton pass. And Akos with the Dragon Screw reversal, just putting torque on that knee. And Joker with the reversal, sending Akos into Torna's corner. And a running big boot. Mick getting tagged in, Skull getting tagged back in. And Skull forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. Irish whip. One for Akos, one for Mikhail. And the pin, there's one. Mikhail kicks out. Ryuji forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. Irish whip. Joker back in, Akos back in, and Joker immediately catching Akos with the Hurricane Rana and a stump leg puller. Top rope moonsault. But Mikhail kicking Joker off of him. Sending Joker for an Irish whip. Pulling him aside. Meeting him in the middle of the ring with that spinning elbow, and Akos quickly taking in Mikhail. Mikhail with an elbow sending Joker down. Joker heading to the outside, climbing in behind Mikhail. But not quite fast enough. As Mikhail with a single shoulder suplex going for the pin, and only one. Joker with the reversal. And now taking Ryuji. Ryuji with a clothesline. Forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. And the Irish whip. Just turning Mikhail around and again, looking for the hammer punch. Mikhail with the back elbow. And the crossbody. Pendulum swinging back in the way of Torna. Chain attack. Wrist clutch stomps to the chest, just caving in Ryuji's ribs. And looking for the ground and pound, but Ryuji seeing red, not because of blood, but because of, well, anger with that reversal. And tossing Akos into the corner. Trapping him in the corner again, taking Joker for another baton pass. Wrist clutch. Top rope arm drag. And an arm breaker. Now going after Mikhail. Stomps the glasses. And Joker with the double foot basement drop kick. Here's the pin. There's one. Akos still kicks out at one. And Joker taken out. Ryuji with an elbow to the spine, sending Akos for an Irish whip. Superman punch. And the pin, there's one. Mikhail breaks it up. Now Akos going for the pin, Joker breaking it up. And Akos tagging out. Setting the advantage back into Torna's favor. And Ryuji sending Mikhail into the corner. Elbows sending him down, and Well, both advantages have been erased. Joker looking for the Phantom Cutter. Or the Phantom Clothesline. Hey, come on, ref. What was that delay? There's one, there's two. Mikhail kicks out. Referee, what in the hell was that? Showtime moonsault. There's one. Mikhail kicks out. A whip of the Irish variety into the corner. There's a corner suplex. Or a corner power bomb. There's one and only one. Joker lining up. The clothesline trying to send Mikhail to the outside, but Mikhail with the reversal. Crossbody connects. Russian leg sweep just sending Joker head first into the concrete on the outside. There's 5. And already up to 8. Mikhail slides in. And tags out just for the hell of it. There's 9. There's 10.
Here are your winners, the Acolytes.
Mikhail playing that perfectly. And Torna showing that they are not just... But they're not just paper champions. I mean, they can also put on a match. Yes, it's a loss by countout, but I mean, it's Joker's fault for heading to the outside, right? And for a penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is your women's cruiserweight champion,
The following contest is
Kasumi Yoshizawa.
making her way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan. The women's undisputed Impact Cruiserweight Champion, the Phantom Violet.
And honestly, we were very surprised backstage when she approached us, well, just before the show started, and asked if she could have a match. Sure, why not? Personally, I think I think she should be resting up for Sunday, but if she thinks she's got a match in her, sure. And her opponent.
And representing the Acolytes from Pangea, Lori.
Representing Torna. And looking to make it a sweep for them tonight. It is Lora. And jumping right into the match. Or grabbing Kasumi from behind. Reverse Russian leg sweep. And Lora sending Kasumi into the corner. Turning her around. But Kasumi with the reversal, sending Lora into the corner instead. Driving her head first into the turnbuckle. Kasumi with a standing shooting star press, but Lora getting her knees up. And Kasumi the reversal. Looking for another standing shooting star, but Lora again getting her knees up. Clothesline double leg dropkick to the spine. And a knife edge chop right to the small of the back. Top rope corkscrew arm drag. Now, having a match right before your title defense is a bit of a double-edged blade. If you win, you head in, feeling good, feeling confident. A loss puts you kind of on the back foot. As Lora sending Kasumi into the corner again. Elbow to the neck. And Kasumi catching the kick. Double foot stomp to the arm. And now Kasumi on the offensive. Looking for the comeback with those clotheslines. Going for the pin, there's one, there's two, and Lora kicks out. And now Lora with the clotheslines. Elbow sending Kasumi down, forcing her back up to her feet. But Kasumi catching the kick. Springboard, Hurricane Rana. And Lora the reversal. Sending Sumi for a run. And a trip right into the ropes. But Kasumi the reversal right back. Both women are certainly doing their, women certainly doing their homework. Now just exchanging right hands. Lora seeming to get the better of Kasumi. But now Kasumi is fighting back, but Lora fighting her into the corner. And a monkey, or a bunny buster in the corner. Going for the pin, there's one, there's two. Kasumi forces her way out. Lora certainly not getting the angle right, but still with enough time to resume the offense. Toss into the corner, looking for the senton. Kasumi rolls out of the way. But Lora walking Kasumi back inside the ring. And things are not looking good for the champion right now. Although when have things ever looked good when Kasumi faces off against Lora. There's a face buster. Forcing the champion back up. And a drop kick. Looking for the senton, but nobody's home. Kasumi setting up Lora along the ropes. Kick to the outside. And a Hurricane Rana toss. And now Sumi the ground and pound, forcing Lora back up to her feet. Toss into the ring. But has Kasumi wasted too much time? Another bunny buster. 1, 2, 3. And Kasumi might have gotten a little bit too ahead of herself. And here comes Makoto to stare down the champion. Staring down one of the two women who she'll face off in a triple threat match on Sunday against. Did Kasumi get ahead of herself? Maybe. But she did not lose the belt tonight. A match like this, she'll want to avoid on Sunday. Certainly not putting herself in a good position. That's for sure. And for our main event of the evening. Introducing first. It is the Flame Bringer, Lady Morag Ladair.
Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Lora. And from Japan, Sakura Ogami.
And her opponent. It is the ultimate martial artist, Sakura Ogami. And this is a match to determine who will be facing off against Mukuro Ikusaba on Sunday. And here we go, referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle with Sakura immediately turning Morag around. And a knee to the neck. And Sakura with the ground pound, stomp to the chest, and Morag with the reversal, sending Sakura into a pullback neck breaker. And Sakura kicking her off. Knee smash. And Sakura the ground and pound. And Morag with the reversal. And a couple of strikes on the ground of her own. Elbow to the calf, or to the thigh. And another stomp to the stomach. Sakura to the outside, Morag with a spear. Sakura tossing Morag back inside the ring, rolling in after her. And a powerbomb. And Morag kicking Sakura off. Looking for the spinning back heel kick, but Sakura with the reversal. And Morag again, the reversal getting out. Tossing Sakura into the corner. Looking for the elbow, but Sakura stepping out of the way. And Morag the reversal. Knee or hip to the jaw. And the pin, and not even a 1 count. Low altitude heel kick. And Morag forcing Sakura back up to her feet. Irish whip, but Sakura the reversal. There's 1, there's 2, and Morag gets her shoulder up. Sakura the crossbody to the outside. And the heel clutch. Morag fighting out. There's 6. Sakura heading up top. Staring down Morag. There's 7. And Sakura, the double foot drop kick to the outside. Morag walking Sakura back inside the ring. And looking to come back with the clotheslines. And Morag lining up. The sleeper hold from behind. Probably gonna let go because this game is broken. It is still broken. And Sakura with an elbow to the gut. Irish whip. And Morag, again the reversal. Reverse Russian leg sweep. Morag up top. Elbow drop connects. And a stomp to the ankle. Both women catching their breath. And here we go, Morag with the double knee curb stomp. And the pin, there's one, there's two, there's three. And shock of, well, one of the shocks of the night, Morag Le Dare is going to get the title shot on Sunday. Morag versus Mukuro. That is a sparking a bit of an old rivalry there. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse. And of course, this coming Sunday, it is Summer Smackdown. But until then, we are signing out from Green Bay, Wisconsin. See ya.